Greetings and salutations. My name is Tish and welcome to the Artist Haven. In this video, we are going to be making, you guessed it, if you don't know what that is, it's a tab. It's a tab for tags, a tab for pages. You can put one in your hair if you want. But I have a couple of different ways to make them. They're all kind of all over the internet and everyone has their own way of making them. And I'm hoping to inspire you to get in your studio for at least 15 minutes a day and do something simple. I got everything together, so let's get down to it. First order of business, there are tab punches, and I got this brand new, and I paid a substantial amount of money for it for a punch. I think it was right around $15-20, because I wanted to see if there is an easier way to do this. Here's my dilemma with it: is it doesn't punch plain paper very well. It leaves a very raw edge. It rips a lot. I mean, I did a whole strip and I got like three that I can actually use. And you can see it's not the best at cutting. So I put some sandpaper through it and I got these cool little sandpaper bits to use with them. But let's see if that sharpened it well enough. I take a 1.5-inch strip, fold it in half, and then proceed to try and stuff it through here and line it up at the top of this so it doesn't cut. Because you can cut plain ones, like flat ones, like I have here with this paper. That was a little strip that was left over after I took care of that. And obviously these are just one thing, but I want to do one that has a folded edge on the edge. So I have to take this, maybe, and line it up. And I gotta get my spectacles wherever they went. Oh, they're on top of your head, Tish. There you go. See? Absent-minded crafter. Okay. Excuse me. Allergies are really bad in Texas today. Okay, so I'm lining it just underneath that. Oh, see? Gotta hold it right before you line it up. And, okay. Maybe that'll go. There we go. Okay, get it lined up. Give it a little squeeze to hold it in place. There we go. Oh, that worked pretty good. Yay, we got a tab. Whew, next one. Let's see. Let me show you. So they're little tabs. And sometimes you nick the top edge if you're too close. So it's fine. Put a little piece of washi tape. Like, see, I nicked that one too. Put a little piece of washi tape over it. It's not a big deal. At least you got the general form, right? So here's my other way of doing it, the way I used to do it. And before I got this, we'll take the same size strip of paper. We're going to take and fold it in half here. And since it's cardstock, I am going to use my scoreboard for this. So 1.5. If you don't have a scoreboard, use a butter knife and a magazine and a ruler, but not a serrated one with no bumpies. And then what I usually do is just line it up. I use this ruler because it's easier. And then I just mark my finger, give it a fold. And I'm just kind of zigzag folding them so they're about the same size. Right. And you just take your scissors and snip on the fold. Right, and then Take your little circle punch, if you have one, and snip off the edges, the corners. So there's my little tab. If you don't have a circle punch, you can take and snip off the corner there, snip off the corner there. There you go. So you got two different styles. Okay, or you can get really fancy and take out a pinking shears and do something funky like that. That's kind of fun, right? Let's do a couple more like that. That is kind of fun. I forgot how fun they are. Do this last one the same way. We're going to actually do it straight, just because this one's shorter. There, so nothing says you have to have them angled. You can do however you want. That'll make a cute little tab on something. Okay. That is method number 1 and method number 2. Here's method number 3. Let me clear off my desk here. Now, I searched high and low, and maybe I didn't search high enough or low enough, but I tried to find just a template for these. These are the whale tail, and I got small and large, and then I made some more squarish ones too. And I searched high and low for this template, and all the ones that I found were already filled in with a digital or whatever. Fine. So I couldn't find one. I found a pattern, like what it looks like flat. Like I found them on Etsy, someone who had made the ones with the pretty things in them already. And I'm like, well, let me just get an average, grab a couple of screenshots and then just kind of measure it out and see what I can do in Affinity Designer. And then I forgot about it. And then Miss Eva from Bohemian Crafting did a video where she does this whole project on an outline, so you can collage on one side, cut it out on the other, and make this cool project. And then I remembered about these. So this is method number 3. This is a freebie on my Ko-Fi, on my Ko-Fi page. Free. All you do, download it, print it. It's a PNG file. And here's the thing about PNG files. They are transparent. So all you're going to get when you print it out truly is the black outline. I thought about putting brown ones in there, so when you ink it, you don't have the black edge. But then I'm thinking, well, unless you're printing on the other side of the paper, and I went through this whole brain thing. So the black ones are freebies. When I do a digital kit, I'm going to have color coordinating to go with the digital kit inside the kit. So black ones will do you well, but it is a PNG file. So if you have a editing software like Affinity Designer, Affinity Photoshop, I can't remember the other Adobe products that do photo-y things. You can make your digital the one layer, like your digital background the first layer, and then put these on top of it so it will print out with the border already on it. So if you want to do it that way, or you print them off, say you print off a sheet like this, where it's just all a sheet, and then you just run it through your printer again and it'll print on this side. But do your collage and print on top of that. I don't know what kind of printer you have. I don't know what capabilities you have, but play around, experiment. Oh, and by the way, I did a video on circles and we used the paper punch. But if you don't have a paper punch, I put that in there too. So this is a 1 inch, a 1.5 inch, and 2-inch circles. And this should fit a standard punch, and then these two go with a crocodile punch. So yeah, you've got all kinds of cool templates out there. Go check it out. I'll leave the link in the description. because I'd rather help you guys out than try and make some money. I mean, yes, I like to eat. I am a pastry chef. I love to eat. Okay, where'd the little guys go? Oh, they're there. So we're gonna do a super quick collage on these four. We're gonna let them dry, and then we're gonna cut them out. And that's pretty much it. So let me just show you what I'm talking about here. I got some book pages. You want to cover the whole page because they do go edge to edge. But if you miss a little bit, you've got about a 1/4 inch on either side. So keep that in mind. We are going to be using the glue sticks. And I'm just going to go wild. Well, that's ironic. Tab. On the tab video. There is irony in the world. All right, let's take... Before I go any further, I should probably mention that I printed this on cardstock, but I do have ones that I printed on regular 24-pound or 20-pound copy paper. So you can use either one, they'll both work. The choice is yours. So these are mostly dry, and one thing that you can do, because you're doing them in a collage like this, is we can go and move this out of the way so I don't ink myself all over the place. Move that out of the way as well. So we'll take our card and we're going to put it on a spray sheet. But first we're going to stamp on it, and we're just going to highlight the collage part. So I'll do this really quick. Next step, we cut them up. So for these two, or three technically, I'm just going to cut a strip off and cut out those, and then that way you can kind of see the difference between all of them. And then I'll just leave these for when I'm sitting listening to a podcast tonight. I'm not lazy, I just have a real problem with my hands. And if I can save myself a little bit of grief. So in today's video, we did 3 different ways to make tabs. We made tabs using a tab punch. Now, if you don't have this punch, but you have another punch, they're gonna look a little different. This is, I think, we are memory keepers, I think. So that's what they look like. If you don't have a punch, you can cut them out and cut off the corners, or use a round circle punch to give you a little bit of a curved edge. Or these are, I think these are a lot of fun. These are made with pinking shears. If you have another kind of shear that another kind of scissor that gives you a ruffly edge or a fun edge, that's a fun thing to do. And then we did the whale tail template, which gave us tabs like these. So we've got the squarish ones in a big and a small. We've got the small whale tail, and I've got all these to cut out, but I did find a faster way to do it, but I waited for the end so you guys could see these. And that is what we got. Some really cool tabs as a basis to build off of. And I only folded the one because they're easier to store when they're flat. But let's ink this one up really quick just so you can see what it looks like. Let's put it on the inside of this folio that I did. Let's do it right there. A little glue right here. There we go. So you have this cute. We can actually take this and punch a little nugget out. And it's got a little nugget right there so you can know to open it up. I think those are so cool. Yep, I'm excited. I'm excited to play with those. If you were inspired today to go out and make something awesome, let me know on Instagram or let me know down in the comments below. Let me know which one's your favorite. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me today. And I hope you have someone that you can say I love you to. You know?